My name is Holly Ann and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a fresh spring look with some pops of color. So for this look I used mostly drugstore products or drugstore price point products. If you'd like to see what products I use and how I created this look, please keep watching. So I've already prepped my skin with this little baby Smashbox primer oil. I like to use this when I'm using a matte foundation because it helps to blend out the foundation more evenly. And for my foundation, I'm going to be using this new Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation. This is in shade 2, which is a little too dark for me, so I'll be mixing it with the L'Oreal Matte Pro Matte Infallible foundation, and this is in the shade Classic Ivory. And I'm just going to apply this with a brush, but when I blend it out on my skin, I'm going to actually be using a sponge. I always blend down my neck too, because right now this looks a little darker than my neck. I'm not sure how this is going to oxidize throughout the day, and so I always like to blend it down my neck just so I don't have any lines and it doesn't look like I'm two different colors. And I'm just going to put another layer on because I am suffering from a little breakout over here. So I am going to layer a second coat of foundation. Now for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Better Skin, and this is in the shade Ivory. And I'm just going to apply this to my under eyes. And just blending it out with the same sponge. Now to set my foundation and concealer, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild contour palette. This one's in the lighter shade of the two, I know that. Yeah, so I'm just going to be using this lighter shade just to set all over my face. And for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using my favorite eyebrow pencil. This is the NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Taupe. So moving on to my eyes, I'm going to be using this City Color eyeshadow duo. This is in this quad or trio. Is called Falling Leaves. I'm going to be using this really pretty brown, bronzy, sparkly shade, and I'm going to put this all over my lid. Shade all over the lid, I just want to intensify it a little more with this Naked Cosmetics pigment, and I believe this is called Sierra Nevada. I really want to keep this look nice and fresh and bright while still keeping this darker bronzy eye, so I'm going to be using this Sierra Gold by Beauty Basics pencil, and I'm going to be using this underneath the brow bone and in my inner corner eye. Now I'm just going to coat my eyelashes with a little mascara. This is the Maybelline Falsies Push Up Drama Mascara. Now I completely forgot this step, but I'm going to do a little pop of color in my eye. This is a blue eyeliner pencil in the shade Mermaid Blue, and this is a LA Girl pencil. Super creamy for the under eye, and I believe they have like a ton of colors. I love how pigmented they are. You can kind of see. It's such a beautiful color. Now for my eyelashes, I'm going to be using these Ardell Wispy eyelashes. I've never seen this kind before, but they were super intriguing to me, so I thought I'd try them out. Now I'm just going back into this Wet n Wild contour palette, and I'm going to be using the contour shade. I'm going to be using a smaller fluffy brush to bring a little down my nose as well. Now to add some warmth and bronziness to the skin, I'm going to be using this Hard Candy Baked Bronzer, and this is Tropics. And I'm just using a huge fluffy brush for this. I'm also going to bring this down onto my neck and a little on my chest as well. For my highlight, I'm going to be trying out something a little different. These are the Sephora Radiant Luminizing Drops, and this is in the shade Morning Light. It's a liquid luminizer that you can use on your cheekbones for a highlight. You can put it into your foundation for more of a glow, or any of your skincare in general. I'm going to use this as a base for my powder highlight, so I'm going to put this directly onto the skin. So I'm just going to pat this in with my finger where I normally would apply a powder highlight. And I'm just going to bring this a little bit onto my temples as well. And you could also wear this alone. I just like a more intense highlight, so I'm going to be setting it with a powder. It's going down. Now to set the highlight, I'm going to be using this palette, and I'm going to be using Mirror Luminizer by The Balm, and this is the lightest shade. It's like a champagne-y highlight, which is very similar to the liquid highlight that we put on, and I'm just going to be using a fan brush. I'm going to go for a bolder lip today, and I'm going to be using this combo right here. I'm going to be using the Jordana Pink Love lip liner with this L'Oreal Paris LA Lacquer and Roll. This really pretty fuchsia shade.